We begin with the Stevens Hall of Achievement, the university's highest honor. The hall recognizes alumni and faculty whose lifetime of accomplishment has shown a major and sustained impact on society, a field of industry or expertise, or on Stevens itself. Enshrined members, both historic and contemporary, have demonstrated exceptional leadership and ingenuity and a record of discovery, innovation, enterprise, and influence. The very first Hall of Achievement honoree in 2015 was Charles Stewart Mott, who was a co-founder of General Motors, a two-term mayor of Flint, Michigan, and a generous philanthropist whose foundation still awards millions in grants every year. In 2016 and 2017, Stevens inducted 5 more honorees into this exclusive group: Nobel Peace Prize winning physicist Frederick Rains, computer scientist and grandfather of the Internet Dave Farber, pioneering economist Elizabeth Bailey, Larry Babbio, the Verizon chairman who led the launch of FiOS, and American sculptor Alexander Calder, best known for creating the mobile. Now this year, we're pleased to posthumously induct Henry J. Morton, the first president of Stevens.
As the first president of Stevens Institute of Technology, Henry Morton set an enduring foundation for an emerging university along the Hudson River. Morton was an expert in chemistry when he accepted a request to lead Stevens, which opened in 1870 as America's first college for mechanical engineering. Morton designed the rigorous curriculum that still defines a Stevens education. That standard, grounded in practical application and problem solving, has prepared thousands of students for success. But a Stevens education means more than technical expertise. Morton wrote poetry and ensured that students also learned the humanities. Today, alumni have the skills to articulate their ideas, lead teams, and lift communities. Morton inspired a culture of philanthropy, one that continues to provide resources for Stevens. He funded the first endowed scholarship. There are now hundreds of funds named for classes, families and individuals, Greek organizations and student clubs, and corporate and foundation partners. Morton was among the first 8 faculty members, and he endowed the first faculty chair. Today, there are more than 325 professors pursuing innovation to benefit society. Morton also donated money for a growing campus, including for classrooms and workshops. In the 21st century, Stevens continues to maintain Castle Point as a modern center for teaching, research, learning, and living. More than 150 years after Henry Morton came to Stevens, the university he led is thriving. As Stevens continues to rise, students, faculty, alumni, and friends should feel proud of the legacy of President Henry Morton.
Well, Morton energized an institution that more than 150 years later still brings exciting new opportunities to advance human progress, fuel the innovation economy, and create technologies that make our world a better place. And here to accept the Hall of Achievement Award on behalf are Linda Benninghoove, Director of the Samuel C. Williams Library, and Lee Loskotov, Head of Archives and Special Collections. Very good.
Thank you so much. Good evening. We are honored to be here tonight to accept the Hall of Achievement Award on behalf of Dr. Henry Morton, who devoted 30 years of service to Stevens during those crucial early years of the university. Morton was described by colleagues as a genius endowed with balance of character. His ability to communicate complex scientific concepts in an entertaining and relatable manner was impressive. He wrote poetry, and his interest in literature and the arts is well documented in the library archives and special collections.
In light of Dr. Morton's poetic side, here's an excerpt from his poem titled Paraspora ad Astra, written in honor of Stevens' 25th anniversary and dedicated to the founding Stevens family. What are those stars by a rugged pathway gained? and what the road by which they are attained. Those stars are the rewards, the crowns, the goals, the final dwellings of heroic souls, of those whose lifelong toil of hand and mind was freely given to uplift mankind, to gather knowledge and develop arts, to build up nations and make happy hearts. Thank you very much and have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you very much.